Coach Cal said that camps like this is a good way for players to learn how much Kentucky basketball means to people in the state. What do you think it does mean to the people?
I think it means a great deal, obviously, with the tradition and the history. I learned 2 years ago just going around to these like camps and with around all the kids and even their parents. There's a sense of great pride. So I think that's the best way I can say that. So
how does that impact a player, do you think, to become aware of that?
I think it's huge. I think going in, players from out of state, they see it, but to go around and actually see it and see like what it means to certain people, that's huge. So 100%, I agree.
This is your first stop on the current tour, but pretty close to home for you. What's it like just being back in kind of your home community?
For sure. I'm like 45 minutes away, so it's big. I've seen a lot of people I already know, a lot of people on staff here that was on staff at my high school, so it's been big time. It's been cool to go around and continue to go on the journey of multiple camps this summer.
Being an in-state player, how much of a sense did you have that the eyes were on you last season?
I think the big thing with me, I was just playing my game. A lot of things could distract or get to certain people in that position, but me, I just kept my head down and kept working.
How hard was that to do?
It's normal. Just working hard. I don't think it's any different than any other certain situation. Obviously, things come with it, but I've always prided myself on working hard, and I feel like I've continued to do that.
Specifically, Dontaie, there were all these fans who were obsessed with how much you were playing last year and were worried it might run you off if you didn't play enough. Did you have any sort of decision to make about coming back this offseason? What did you kind of think about as you made those choices?
Nah, the biggest thing for me was, like I told y'all, like I pride myself on working hard. I'm not a quitter by any means. So coming back, it was more like, what else do I got to add into my regimen? Like, what do I got to do differently? Whether that's ball handling, which I agreed on. Certain things, speed. Certain things I got to work on, and I acknowledge that.
You're basically 2 years removed from last playing live action until last season. What did you learn from that time off, and how are you trying to build towards this season?
During time off, you just see a lot of the things. Honestly, it was just my hunger. Like I realized how hungry I was to get back, and once I got back, I had to kind of work into it. Obviously, it was like a gazelle, but once you keep getting into it, you keep working out, legs getting stronger. Like whole body, it got a lot better. So I'm more than pleased with where I'm at now, and I'm ready to take the next steps.
What would you like to get better at? You know what I mean, from last season to this season?
Right. I would say just like I told you with ball handling, but really at the end of the day, it just comes down to confidence. I wouldn't say I was lacking confidence, but I think it's more about like confidence in doing certain things on the court. So I think that's something that I've worked on all summer, and I'm going to be more than great in my eyes.
For defense? I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
More than great in my eyes come this season in all aspects of my game.
I wonder if defense has played you differently after that first Mississippi State game.
They played a lot tighter, and so now I feel like when I told you like I'm more comfortable with my whole game, I'll be able to catch the ball, rip, drive, things like that they can't really play you on. So, and I'm more in shape now, so just little things like that I've added into my regimen to work on.
Were you just a catch and shoot guy last year? You know what I mean? Where they would defend you for that, and there was no plan B?
I feel like I was definitely viewed as that. And that I feel like that was needed out of me last season. I feel like with the shooters we have this season, I'll be able to show more of my total game.
How does that, and it seems like Cal has really placed an emphasis on getting a bunch of shooters, so you're not going to be the only guy out there who can shoot. Is that music to your ears? Has talk about that, and how does it help you?
No, that's exciting. That's exciting. Like I said, having more shooters, more people that do those things. Obviously, I was that kind of player last year. That's what we needed on the team. So I can show more of my total game. I can give what I can to allow our teams to win games. So.
2 of your better games were against Mississippi State. How do you explain that? Why? Is there an explanation?
I don't think there's an explanation. It was just about opportunity and just my ability that I worked hard leading up to those games, and I think that's the best way to explain it.
How big was that second game for your confidence going into the season? Obviously, it didn't end the way you all wanted as a team,
Right.
but to prove that it wasn't a one-hit wonder, that you had a little bit of a slump and you came back and played so well.
Right. No, it was huge. It was huge. And people might look at it like, okay, like, is it Mississippi State? But really, it's just I worked hard for it leading up to that game the whole season. So, I just hit the light. I hit the light spot. I was in the dark a little bit, hit the light. That's the best way I can explain that.
Cal's talked about the importance of having these camps and being able to do some of the stuff that you couldn't do last summer. How have you seen some of that kind of take shape here in the past couple of days, just from a chemistry standpoint and just kind of reaching out to the community?
No, it's been big. Even like aside from the camps, like we've been together as a team. Just hanging out around the gym, playing like ping pong, like pool, video games. Last season we got on campus, couldn't do none of those things. Now we're going to camp. That's huge because 2 years ago we also got to do that, and I just seen how like we all bonded and just got to get really close over the X amount of days that we have camp. So this is going to be huge for us. I feel it.
Who's a good ping pong player?
I'd like to say I'm the best, but it's probably because I've been here 3 years. But no, there's a couple good ones. Even Brennan, a couple good ones.
You mentioned being here. This is a group of experienced guys. How much different is that versus your first 2 years?
Obviously every individual is different. Every team's going to be different personality-wise, but I feel like there's a lot of good dudes on this team, and we're going to gel really well, and I'm excited.
Dontaie, what do you think about Daveons' decision still kind of be lingering out there? I mean, obviously, it'd be a big help to you guys, but another guard that's fewer minutes to go around if he is to come back.
No, I hope he comes back, but at the end of the day, from my point of view, I want him to do what's best for him and his family. That's just me being honest. I want him to do what's best for him and his family.
Everyone's just getting moved in, but have you had much time to play with any of the new freshmen? You mentioned you're kind of the old guy with the way this program moves. Just wondering what you've seen of the new bunch.
Yeah, no, we actually played a couple nights ago, so that's another big thing. We're just allowed to be with each other, and we can even scrimmage without restrictions, so I'm loving that.
Anybody in particular stand out in that first little scrimmage you had now?
There's a lot of nice players. You got Ty. He reminds me of a lot of Tyrese. The way he shoots his form, it's in my mind, it's like a flashback just seeing Tyrese play. But, even Jacob, he's got better in the offseason. Lance, I could go down the whole list. There's a lot of good pieces on this team, and y'all are going to see it.
Did you remember specifically playing against Xavier at Georgia last year? And what were your impressions of him then, and what can he kind of bring to this team?
I remember he's a tough point guard, someone that you got to watch out for on offense, just the way he's productive all over the floor. But yeah, no, I'm excited to have him on the team too. He's a good dude, really good basketball player, and I'm excited.
How well did you know CJ Fredrick before he moved to Kentucky?
I actually didn't know him a lot at all, but like obviously being from Kentucky, like you hear about the guys, so immediately we gave each other follows, and yeah, so.
Dontaie, how cool was it to be able to reunite with Coach Belcher here earlier today, a guy you've known for probably most of your life and played for, and it's kind of funny how things work out where you guys meet up again here at Ryle.
Yeah, no, he's a big piece to me when I was coming up. It was like 7th grade. He grabbed me from the 7th grade team, pulled me up on JV. So ever since then, like he's been a really big person in my life. So to talk to him today was huge.
Are Chin Coleman and Coach O as fun as they seem from the outside looking in?
No, they definitely are. I'm getting to know them, so I'm excited for that. I don't know completely, but their aura, they come off really good guys, really great energy.
There was that instance where the bottle was thrown at Kyrie Irving and the popcorn was thrown at Russell Westbrook. As a player, how does that play on your mind? Things like that.
Yeah. I guess it just comes with it. I don't really got an opinion on it, but I guess that just comes with the fans coming back in, and yeah, I guess I don't know.
They haven't done that in the past. That's kind of why I asked. They seem more bold about expressing themselves, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm excited for tomorrow, though. We got a lot of good stuff going on tomorrow. They said we're going down to Fort Knox. We're going down to their school, and we're gonna hang out with a lot of the kids and just shoot around, give them some dunks. Then we're going somewhere else. I think they said E-Town maybe, and we're gonna do some community service. So I think those things will be good.
How excited are you to play in a packed room this season?
Oh, I'm excited. Like, I'm so excited, man. It's because 2 years ago, obviously, I couldn't play, but I witnessed every single game, packed out, great games, wins. So I can't wait to get back to that, and I'm going to be contributing on this team. I'm not hurt anymore, God willing, so I'm so excited.
Emmanuel, quickly from your first year, of course, Jacob Toppin's got a brother on the Knicks. Have you all kind of embraced the Knicks with all those UK family connections going on there?
Oh, yeah. The Knicks game comes on the day, right?
That's right.
Yep. So, no, it's definitely been a team I've been like, you know what time they play, because I wanted to always watch them. I was close to Emmanuel when he was here, and I know Jacob's brother's Obi, so no, definitely.
Kenny Payne too.
Kenny Payne too. Yeah, there's a lot of UK players in general too. Julius Randle, Kevin Knox still on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, just excited to watch them, and I hope they go far too.
You and Emmanuel had that 2K rivalry. Is that still going?
I ain't played him in a while, but I might have to run it back soon. Let him know who's the best.
What's the rule if he's playing with himself? I feel like that's changed the dynamics a little bit.
I don't think he would. I think that's just kind of him. I don't think he would. I think he'll always play with the Warriors, though. He loves Steph.
Okay.
You mentioned the injuries you had.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a positive to that? You know what I mean? Upon reflection, or was it, no?
I think the best thing was I just got to explore, and find out things about myself. And I think that'll be key going through the next stages of my career. Like, obviously, basketball is a big part of my life, and I hope it continues to be for the next 10, 15 years, God willing. So to figure out things about myself is huge.
What did you figure out about yourself?
That it's just there's things that I can enjoy off the court. Because if you can't enjoy your own time with yourself off the court, then you're gonna not be in a good state of mind. So just finding out things that really just bring you happiness, like hobbies, things like that.
What sort of hobbies?
I got into golf a little bit, like video games, obviously. There's a lot of things like that, and I'm even finding more hobbies. So,
such as?
I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of them. I'm not really coming to spot right now, but there's a lot.
How good of a golfer are you?
Not great, but I like riding the golf cart. That's the reason I go.
Okay.